We're in some kind of square, which we have no idea where. This is where the bus guy stopped. There's that man with the dog I was talking about. And this is June the 2nd, and it's 20 till 10 here.
And Jacob and Tyler's and Dylan's.
All us older ones was doing was riding around and talking.
We killed.
Here we are down at the market in Helsinki.
Oh yeah.
At a fountain. And me, Mom, and Mother and Daddy. And got neat boats in front of some cathedral here in Helsinki. National Cathedral of Helsinki with trolley. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da.
That place in Alaska where he's standing by totem pole.
Yeah. I love tea.
It's red.
That pigeon on the bald head.
Go read up on Alexander the Second. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we sure will. Well,
Enjoying
Helsinki. And the boys. And Mimo. And Mark right there.
Turn it around.
And Alexander. Oh, Alexander, where'd he go? Oh, he's behind that thing. And the cathedral. This is in the County Clare, and we're fixing to cross over the estuary of the Shannon River, which divides Ireland east from west. Here's our little ferry that we're going to drive onto and cross over by. And these are our buses that we have been traveling on. Here's the little port. And back around. We're on the ferry now, so you can kind of see how this little ferry could slip up in there with high tide.
I just left it there because
they generate most of their electricity from coal or natural gas. This is from the ferry crossing over into Killarney. This is the estuary of the Shannon that goes goes out to sea. Kind of gives you a little shot of how the fields are divided with the hedgerows.
You have to pass a competency test in the Irish language, and this would be part of the, of the country's stance in regard to Irish. We learn the Irish in the school from the time we're 4 until we're 18. The road signs, as I say, are written in the 2 languages, first the Irish and then the English. Now, if you know a couple of Irish words, it can actually tell you an awful lot about the origins of places that we're driving through, or maybe the location that they're in, because a lot of the place names in English are anglicizations of the Irish names association. If you have a town in Ireland with the name Ford in it, like Waterford or Erlingford or Carlingford, Rexford, that word Ford is derived from the Scandinavian word fjord, which means an inlet of water, and it is linked with the time when the Vikings came to Ireland and founded a number of towns. Sometimes you'll see the word Knock, K-N-O-C-K, Knock, Lore, Knocklear, so many places with that name, and that was derived from the Gaelic word Canuck, spelled C-N-O-C, which simply means a hill or a mountain. So Listowel is here in the county of Kerry, and it's a town really in mourning at this moment in time because of a very famous Listowel man who just died a few days ago, a man by the name of John B. Keane. Now, John B. Keane was a noted playwright. Many of his plays have been performed, as I say, all over the world. We actually kept it out of the south of Ireland. Just on the very border area there was one case, but Northern Ireland had 5 cases. And this meant that the Irish people put their back into it and made sure that they did not sort of let the rural side of things down. So people in cities with nothing to very, very powerful started to become more powerful, the Romans. And as the time went by, as the Romans became more powerful, the Celts were being pushed away from their original lands. And eventually the Romans made their way up in 43 AD as far as Britain. Now they pushed their way into Britain and finally established in Britain a kind of a Roman enclave that equals effectively what we call England today. The Romans didn't make any impact up into Scotland. Across here in Ireland, they made a certain amount of impact, but not a huge one, and were Catholic, 3,650 feet in height. It's down here in County Kerry, in the McGillicuddy Meads. It's called Corrán Cúhal. Now those mountains every year here. King man in the town who's designated the goat catcher. He goes up and captures a wild goat up at the hills. The wild goat then is kept until the festival begins, and then is brought here into this town centre here and put into a pen that's 14 feet elevated above the ground. And then for 3 days and 3 nights this town is just alive, and there's a festival that goes on here. The town doesn't sleep. There are some pubs in this town that only open for the 3 days and 3 nights and then close for the rest of the year. Some places that are, as I say, literally only in operation for the festival, and it attracts thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Wild salmon, and died to a Christian, and Oisin died a Christian. Now that is just one of many, many stories that we have associated with this part of the country. Oisin in Tír na nÓg, Oisin, and in the land of the ever young. And the little Christian twist at the end is to make it accept the other.
This is Dingle Bay.
Lost their lives to the sea, and in the story of Peg. In her story, she tells
You'll be in all my vacation.
You see those are.
and the trees and whatever. And then across the water, over to the other side, you'll see these peat bogs. But just a chance for you to have a little look at it and just have a feel of the turf there yourselves if you want to. So these peat bogs, as I say, are to be found all over.
Okay, this is peat from the peat bogs right out here.
That's what they were digging out.
And they, use it as fuel to fire some of the electric plants.
Stood for well over, and they say 6,000 or 8,000 years reaching on Gaeltacht. So just there you can see out the Skellig Moor and Skellig Michael. On those rocks, the most westerly monastic settlement in Europe was built in the late. Many of them were involved in the writing of books, and out of that, those areas, the beautiful works belonging to the Celtic Christian period.
Get a picture of these little sheep.
Looks like whoever is about to kill them or just
Oh, I did, but I
slaughtered them.
Right?
That is for,
And Jordan threw up in our bus.
that's red eye reduction thing.
Oh, I thought you were asking me that.
No, there was a little plus minus thing down in the corner. When I put the new battery in.
There's a nice little cove to park your boat. I don't know what that ring is down there unless it's fishing nets.
And it's a song that's known as the
These are the lakes of Killarney. This is Jordan Dorset of Killarney. This is in the McGillicuddy Valley.
Back up, lads. It's only a bit further. That's the answer. So they tell me now. I'm a key daughter myself. Yes, yes. Drinks tea only. Well, I might have the one. I don't know. Yeah, last year I did John Wade was first, then Cleary, then Davis, then McNamee, and someone else. Who was the last person there? It was Russell. Has hollow legs.
We're expecting when we get down here into Killarney over the next few hours, if they haven't arrived already, we're expecting the Gardner family and also the Brooks to have finally made their way.
Worse than trains, planes, and automobiles. Here's our driver and our motor.
Ain't glad. What did she get a kick out of?
Oh, yes, she loved it.
There's the property.
Where?
Right there.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah,
Speak
you
down,
don't
man.
want to
Yeah.
go there. You don't want to go that way.
Oh, that was a bad way for. Now this is 6th century and Oliver Cromwell.
I'll have to get somebody's picture. I can't.
You want me to take a picture of it with your camera?
The lighter one, no, like the black one. Oh, the new ones? Okay. Okay.
Here you go, Matthew.
Mucker's house.
Oh, you know that was, doesn't that window washer house, the built home?
Then we sold to the Gates
Yeah.
family for £50,000. They gave it to his daughter for a wedding present. And she gave it to the state. So it's all a national park. 11,000 acres.
Manka's house or something like that. That's where we are now in Killarney. These kids are playing hurling. It's an Irish game. You play with these little bats and you toss them at one another and try to hit the balls and stuff. At the gardens of Lucas House, all the beautiful rhododendrons.
Is it not?
No, we're going someplace else for the gardens, aren't we?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it boggy? There we go. Isn't that a good look? Everybody wave home. Wave to Carol.
Maybe cutting through you see your wood. Cutting through the scrub.
Ah!
Yeah, that goes back up to where we were now.
I wouldn't think so. It's a huge.
Oh,
Is that an oak?
looks like one of them that they had in Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it looks like that one in Alabama that some people have.
If you, the next picture you see is of the sky, they threw me out of the car. Oh, too much, too much.
What happened?
They ain't split open yet.
Looks more like a Chinese lantern, what I'd say. Than a strawberry tree, but maybe I'll look in my book again. Here we are on our way to Blarney Castle over there to kiss the Blarney Stone. We're not sure that Matthew needs it, but we're going to do it anyway.
Blarney Castle.
A little closer, Barney Castle. Well, Markle. Way up there's where we got to go to kiss the stone. On the way to kiss the Blarney Stone. Some people might not need it here. Climbing the stairs. This is a view out of one of the battlements. From the top of Blarney Castle.
She waved at me. There you go. Kiss. Go.
Okay, Jordan. Here.
There you go. That's the bottom. Kiss.
Wow, it is down there.